Hello, children. Hello. Here is this morning's story. Are you ready? Then we'll begin.
Well, after quite a bit of a hiatus, mostly due to me playing other games or being interested in other games or running a tournament, it is time for more Let's Read Katawa Shoujo. You already know who my guest is, considering he's the only person I've had on any of these videos. He can introduce himself if he wants to.
I'm Red King 23, or Silver's only fan.
No, we have Pawner now. You're one of two.
Aww, fine. One of Silver, only 2 fans.
You don't have to say the number. That just makes me sound pathetic, you jackass. But the clock tower bell rings, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Why am I fearing what's about to happen? No. Onward to visual porn. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs, where this ugly-ass painting hangs in front of us. It looks like Ron Weasley on a good day, with lots and lots of blood in his hair. Like the cupcakes that were made out of Rainbow Dash in one of my previous Let's Read videos. We descend even below the lobby, where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. It looks like an episode of Tiny Toon Adventures gone horribly, horribly wrong. Before I continue, mute whatever it is you're listening to.
I'm not listening to anything.
It's coming. Unless that's all the audio coming from the game.
What's it sound like?
It's probably audio from the game, never mind.
Yeah, probably is. Bunch of people in the cafeteria.
A bunch of people in the cafeteria, even though you don't see anyone at all.
Yeah.
The school is haunted. Where is Casper when you need him? Go.
Did you say it's big windows open to the courtyard?
That's no. Because it didn't say that, it just jumped straight to Misha.
Okay. It's the cafeteria.
Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare. But Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line, where we will perform a little experiment. Who here actually likes her hair? Not me.
You can put me on the not me category as well.
There is a rather long list of menu options, which seems great, until I realized that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets, like the ones who can only eat cupcakes made out of ponies. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients, and to remove all the iron that is in my abs from taking those pipes to the face. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand sign, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite.
Do you want to know something?
What?
About anything. We're your guide, so you should ask if there is something.
I wonder. Could either ask about Shizune's deafness, I think I got everything I need to know, or ask about the library. Well, choice A looks like it would be polite. Choice B is if you want to be a dick. And choice C is if you want to be a nerd. I'm debating either being nice or being a dick, because I don't really care about libraries. Well, why we have an option to ask about the library when we're in a cafeteria, I have no clue.
Ask about the library will lead you to some different characters.
Well, despite the hair, I kind of like the two that I'm getting to know right now. Sure, why not? Ask about Shizune's deafness. Shizune intrigues me, and I kind of want to ask something about her. But I can't really ask about something that's personal, can I? I can't come up with anything else to ask, so I just focus on my food while the girls talk between themselves. Basically meaning that I just made that selection and it did nothing.
Yep.
Basically meaning that was completely pointless.
Yep.
Basically meaning, so far, this whole game is pointless. Unless you'd care to prove me wrong right now, Cody.
I don't have anything to prove you wrong right now. It gets more pointful later.
I do hope you're not expecting some sort of fan service from this.
No.
Maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. Whoa! Creepy! What's with all the veins on her face?
You'll learn about her later.
That is... what was it called? That's some grudge shit going on right here. The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumping over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. Still more elegant than that fag, Sir Bamboo. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. It must be the fact that I have not shaved in about 3 months, and that I have dirt all over my face from having to listen to sign language and making pointless choices in a video game. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students, and finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I started yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. Ah, no more bell. School is finally over for the day. Besides me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me.
Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, He-chan. We gotta hurry already since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it.
Ah, wait! The teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go?
Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside.
Sunlight! My one weakness! We joined the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, even though this building is still quite empty. With the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside of this abandoned school, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building.
This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official important stuff inside, like the Yamako Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool.
How is that official?
Don't be silly, He-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? Sounds like the school systems of today, too. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text, Head Nurse, and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. What kind of voice should I give the doctor?
Nurse.
Whatever the fuck he is. Sure, why not? I pissed off the South already, and I pissed off fans of Yugimoto. Let's piss off the Asians. Hello there, what can I do for you today? He is young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Why the fuck is a guy talking about dimples? Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name or just the nurse, like everybody else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hiseo Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation, and he snaps his fingers like a metrosexual prima donna. Oh, you're that, Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Anyone who has been to a hospital knows that this is completely bullshit. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah. Just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure about that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me find your file again. Nakai, porn, Nakai, hentai, Nakai. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of paper around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Instead of kicking the ball, I usually kicked them in the face, but it was the same thing, they hit the net. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction made him raise an eyebrow. But really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. Like I said previously, I would much rather kick somebody in the face. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport. Just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably. When he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. By the way, I love the face they're using right now. The face of 1,000 jokes. Insert your favorite one in the comment section.
They'll use that face a lot in the future as well.
Insert joke in the comment section. I will leave it up to you 3 people who actually watch this. How about that? Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said. But I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging. Jumping rope. That sort of thing that school children do. Swimming, maybe, if there is a pool here. So I was told. You are. Very good. At any rate, and I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself while I look like I am staring blankly into space. Okay, creepy doctor. Bye! He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. And I look like I've just finally discovered what a woman is. Just look at my face, so happy! I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. Pause for a second.